ultimately, you need to know, of course, you can make a big career change, and I got proof to back it up. But in order for you to do this successfully, there are 3 keys that I need you to keep in mind. Key number 1, you gotta drop the "it's too late and I'm too old" BS narrative. First, I gotta make one thing crystal clear. Nobody cares how old you are but you. Yes, I know, ageism is a thing, but you gotta forget about what's happening on the outside world, and you, Joanne, need to get a grip on what's going on in your inside world, woman. Here's the fact. The average working age is actually going up as people retire later in life. Some studies show that in a few years, 25% of the nation's workforce will be 55 and older. And get this, research by the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor shows that folks over 55 have the highest rate of business startup activity globally over the past decade. Plus, Joanne, I gotta be honest, you are not starting from scratch. You have a ton of experience and wisdom and strengths from your previous career that are gonna help you thrive in your new writing business. So please do not sell yourself short, my love. Bottom line, there are tons of people crushing it in new careers at all ages. So you're not too old, and it is never too late. In fact, we actually have an entire episode about so-called late bloomers. If you Google Marie Forleo late bloomers, you will watch an amazing episode with 10 success stories that prove it is never too late to start a new business or a new career. But let's keep on moving to key number 2. Key number 2 is you gotta get educated about business. So Joanne, if you wanna run a writing business, you can't just focus on being the best writer, right? You also have to know how to market and sell your services so that your business is sustainable, so that it's profitable and you make this career change successfully. Let me tell you about a woman named Katrina who actually did our B-School program. So she was leaving this 25-year career to start her own business as a counselor. Now get this, she actually wanted to make this big career change at a time when she was working 40 hours a week, she had a 2-hour commute every day, she was the primary caregiver for her sick dad, and she was caring for her 2 daughters, and she was in graduate school. Talk about ambitious. Now, she took B-School because, like you, she didn't know how to get from point A to point B in terms of finding customers and setting up her shop and so on and so forth. So she did B-School, she took massive action, and now she's got a successful business. Now, obviously, Joanne, I am partial to B-School because we run it. It's freaking phenomenal, and you can go check it out at joinbschool.com. But no matter what, if you want to make this career change and you want to start your own writing business, you can't just focus on the writing part. You also got to focus on the business part. Cool? Okay, finally, key number 3. Key number 3 is develop a bias towards action. Look, starting a whole new career, of course, it's gonna feel daunting, it's gonna feel scary, but only if you sit around and daydream or stress about it in your head. But Joanne, you're not gonna do that, my love. You are gonna be smarter. Instead, here's what you're gonna do. You are gonna develop a bias towards action. So what does that mean? You're gonna focus on taking small steps every single day towards this new career. Remember, clarity comes from engagement, not thought. I'm telling you, you don't need to know all the steps in advance, just what you need to focus on right here and right now. And anytime you find yourself slipping into overwhelm or thinking about how much you still have to do, how far you have to go, how much is ahead of you, I need you to stop, take a breath, and ask yourself this question. What's the next right action step here? One more time. What's the next right action step here? And then I need you to listen for the answer. It may be as simple as go drink a glass of water, or maybe it's contact 5 local businesses and offer to write their newsletter in exchange for a testimonial, or maybe it's set up a services page on my website. It doesn't have to be anything major, but there is always a small, tangible action step that you can take to move your new business ahead. Remember, everything is figureoutable, including making this career change.